Yes, brothers and sisters, it's your boy Gucci. You don't know what time it is. So basically, I wanted to put a video out there. I had to put a few videos out these days. I'm going to be uploading quite a few videos on my pages, but I wanted to put a video out there basically because a lot of brokers from Dubai are calling me and they're telling me, Gucci, I'm like, I have rent to pay, I have basically, I have bills to pay, I have my car to pay for, my house to pay for, my this to pay for, that to pay for, and I'm very, I'm basically in a bad situation. So what I'd like to say to these brokers out there and the consultants in Dubai is that, look guys, the market is not going to go anywhere, and your likelihood of making a sale or leasing a property in this recession that is coming now, the 2020 recession, which has already hit France, Germany, many other countries, and it will hit UAE, because unfortunately, if the recovery comes from somewhere, it'll probably come from America and England and Europe before it comes to Dubai or the UAE. So what I'd like to say to these consultants and brokers is that you guys need to write emails immediately to your CEOs, because at the moment, you've taken a whole month nearly off work, you've got no sales going on, and there's some people in your companies who have salaries going on, like your directors and your other people have salaries. So what the chief executive officers need to do in a company, and what will differentiate between a good company and a bad company, is if you look after your employees. Meaning those brokers who work for you for absolutely nothing, who you apparently employ and you're the boss for them, but these people have been looking after your business and saving your assets for a very long time. So what I'm trying to say in the essence is that you need to write emails to your CEOs immediately, and you need to explain to your CEOs and WhatsApp them and speak to them and communicate, and don't be scared. Don't be shy, because you've been looking after these businesses, and as your CEOs say that, you're the face of the company, you're the life of the company, and without you guys, we wouldn't have been here. So what you all need to understand is that your CEOs in Dubai who claim to be such millionaires and billionaires, you need to start looking after your staff members, and you consultants need to understand something, that at the moment, there's a global pandemic going on, and the bottom line is this, that your CEOs should be cutting the salaries for people who are working in the management side, which should be a 50% cut, maybe up to a 70% cut in their salaries. And how you can tell if your CEO is not loyal to you and you've been working there for years, and I'd like to reach out to all the CEOs out there. These people have been working for you, they've been making hundreds of phone calls a day, they've been doing this, they've been doing that, and it's very easy to turn around and say, oh, you need to work harder, but come on CEOs, come on. There's no viewings going on, there's nothing happening in the market, so you need to look after your staff members and your brokers and your consultants and put them on some sort of basic salary. Come on, I'm sure your CEOs are driving Lamborghinis and Bentleys and Ferraris and living in big houses, and they're telling you guys, and nice apartments, they're telling you guys, be positive, the market's going to come back, but why should a Bentley be sitting there, or a lovely apartment, or a Lamborghini and a mansion, when you have people in your workforce who are starving? And because the market wasn't great before the recession anyway, so people are very hand to mouth. So all I'm going to say, if you want to recognize you have a good CEO and a CEO who's financially backed up, because a lot of these CEOs should be financially backed up, because for all these years, so many people have been grinding for them, and so many people have been wronged as well, and so many people have been let go because they just had an issue with them. But what I'm trying to say is, pick up the phone and email and call, like they tell you, make 500 calls and keep calling till they pick up your phone. Keep emailing and keep WhatsApping, and in your WhatsApp groups and your emails, keep calling and WhatsApping your CEOs and ask them we're in a bad time. And you CEOs, send this video to all the CEOs out there for the big companies driving Rolls Royces and Bentleys and Lamborghinis. Why don't you help your staff members who've been working for you for free? And now is that time that you give back to them. And guys, at this time, if your CEO does not help you, then that means one thing: quit your jobs and go back to where you came from and forget about them. Because if you put so much effort and now you're sitting there thinking, how am I going to pay my bills? Then you need to understand your CEOs are fake. Because it's very easy to turn around and tell people, be motivated, go out there, pick up that phone, and it's the people in these recessions that make it the best and make this and that, and they're the ones who are going to survive. Unfortunately, there's enough of motivation going on. Now you need to pay some money, because their solution isn't picking up the phones in a dead market where the lockdown's going on and there's no movement in the property market. The solution is for you to transfer some money for your staff members and for your consultants and for the people who are not on any salaries. And if you don't do that, then you should be ashamed of yourself. So guys, pick up your phones and start dialing your CEO's numbers. Send them messages and tell them, how do you expect me to be positive? You can be positive because you're living it nicely. And I would like to tell the CEOs and the directors of the companies to take pay cuts, and the CEOs to sell their Bentleys and their Lamborghinis and their Rolls Royces and pay those people who've been working for you for free. Now's the time where you're going to see where the loyal CEOs are. Pick up the phone and text and email your CEOs, because you know the real CEOs, and your CEOs are dying for you to approach them. And they probably have helped so many people in the company, and you're probably getting left out, but they're not going to announce it. But like the government's bringing out all these stimulus packages in Dubai and in whatever, your CEOs should be bringing out stimulus packages. And it's nice to tell everybody to stay motivated, but at this particular point, the only motivation that these guys can get is some money. So you need to get into your company accounts and start paying your staff members. Guys, if they don't pay you, tell them to fuck off. Tell them, you loser, you user, you imbecile, you never helped me, I've been working in your company. Tell them you've been working as a broker, as a consultant for free. Why can't you help me right now? Okay? So I just want to tell everybody, this is the only way out for you right now, because this recession is going nowhere. It's not going to be a recession, it's going to be a depression. That's past the recession. Guys, the quicker you email your CEOs, the quicker you email your directors and tell them you are running out of money, and tell them how you feel. Don't just sit there suffering. Don't let your family suffer. Tell them how you feel. Peace, holla at your boy. And if I was your CEO, I'd be sending dirhams and dirhams, thousands of dirhams, just to make those beautiful staff members who looked after my business and paid the people who are getting no salaries. Please, guys, if they don't look after you and you are going to sit in this property market with 22 years of experience with no movement, and you're going to think that you're going to come out of this, guys, you're just going to get worse and worse and worse. Pick up the phone and call your CEOs. Peace. Holla at your boy. You don't know what time it is.